Back in 2005, in September, I was entering my first year of post-secondary education. I was in London, Ontario, going to the Ontario Institute of Audio Recording Technology. It's a fantastic, very intensive one-year course, as the name would imply, on becoming a recording engineer slash producer slash blah blah blah. I lived in a house with four other people: the house owner, a boyfriend girlfriend who shared a room, and the homeowner's sister. I don't know if she paid rent. Doesn't matter. She was at the University of Western Ontario for feminist and English studies, or was it English and feminist studies? No, it was English and women's studies. It wasn't called feminist studies, it was called women's studies. And she introduced me to Ani Difranco. Now, Ani Difranco is, I mean, she's been around long enough that any of you who are watching this because of the name Ani Difranco are either looking for me to shout invectives at her or to praise her to the heavens. I am here to do neither. Ani Difranco, for those of you who may be watching this just because you think I'm incredibly handsome or you feel obligated because you're a part of my family, Ani Difranco is a folk performer, singer-songwriter of the highest caliber, I might add. She's a fantastic player. She writes genuinely good songs. And she, admirably, for the last 25 years now that she's been making music, has always walked the talk. She is an advocate for LGBT, LGTB, lesbian, gay, bi, and trans issues. She is also, as the beginning of the story might imply, she is very much rallies against the whole idea of patriarchy. And I want to make it very clear that I'm very much in her camp. I very much support equal rights for everybody. And that's what she really fights for. And she's always been fighting for it. The thing about being an activist, especially when you start with a particular cause at such a young age, is you run the risk of either fizzling out because you get tired of shouting to the heavens and maybe not getting any traction, or you get older and life takes you in different directions and you sort of go, oh, remember when I used to be so angry about X, Y, and Z, now I have to worry about making my minivan payments and you know, what I'm going to feed the kids tonight. Or you stay on the path for so long that you become so entrenched within the cause that the only people that you are actually talking to are people who are also within the cause. And I think Ani Difranco painted herself into that corner a long time ago, in much the same way that Fox News doesn't reach an audience except for people that think they actually are fair and balanced, vis-a-vis ultra-conservative Republicans down in the States. And here in Canada we had a station called Sun TV, which was basically Fox News North, and boom, 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 they went out of business. Ha-ha! Take that, bad journalism. Tangent. So, Ani Difranco is in a stage now where she's really just making music for the converted. And she's always been a quality player, and she's always, again, admirably walked the talk. She's never strayed from her path, and she has always been on point. The biggest thing I can say about Ani is that, you know, anyone, like, she's toured with Lilith Fair, and anyone who has been to a Lilith Fair and seen her, you know, may be watching this review of her 2012 album, Which Side Are You On? Because they love it, because they love her, and want to, again, hear what I have to say, because I am a horrible man, and I might say something bad about her. Or I could be a half-decent human being and say nice things about her, and hopefully I'm more the latter than the former. Yeah. I want to say nice things about her, and I hope you're hearing me say nice things about her. For me, as a music fan, I have always had a small issue with protest musicians because, and this will sound terrible, and it makes me sound like a very apathetic human being, but protest musicians, the message is put before the music. And very few moments do protest musicians fight really hard to meld the two together, music and message at equal footing. Ani does, for the most part, a decent job of it, but there's always moments where her delivery of the message overtakes the songcraft. For example, in the first track, or the third track, which side are you on? She can sing she can sing, really, evocatively about the importance of being on the right side, and it's always so wonderful to fight the good fight. But sometimes you really have to speak really fast because you got to get your message out in one line. And that type of songwriting for me has always made me go, oh, there it is, there it is. And as a musician, I may be in agreement with her on point. But the musician in me goes, oh, that type of and then back to the do 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 really just makes me go, and I have a hard time enjoying it. Now, if you're watching this, then you probably already have this record since it's 3 years old now. This album's been sitting around in my collection for 3 years now, and I haven't got rid of it. So, and here's the thing. My 8-year-old is telling me about all these little Pop-Tarts and pop songs that she really enjoys, and I'm really hoping that she'll someday hear me listening to this, and it will cause her ears to go click, and that she can, she tends to prefer female singers. She's 8 years old. She likes girls more than she likes boys, because that's the playground mentality of children that age. I'm hoping she'll hear me listening to a girl who is actually singing about something of actual worth. So, I don't know how to advise you. If you've never heard of Ani Difranco, is this the album for you to start your journey with her? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know which album by Ani Difranco is the right album to start. I think you should just dive in. If you're interested, if you are a person who likes singer-songwriters, folk musicians, if you are a person who likes pro-LGBT messages and pro-feminist messages, then just dive in, grab one. If you are on the fence about Ani Difranco and you don't find that the music is more important necessarily than the message, skip it. That's all I got to say. Ani Difranco, which side are you on? Tales from the Slush Pile. Stuff I've had for years and don't listen to too often, but want to talk about every now and again. My name is Daryl. Don't stop listening to new music. Don't turn your nose up at anything, because you never know. It might be the best thing you've ever heard. Go out, discover new music, and like, share, subscribe. Tell your friends about this guy in a dapper blue shirt who seems to think he knows what he's talking about. I'll see you another day. This has been Album a Day Online.